Yo, what's going on, positive people? What's up? It's B Plus here. Hope you guys are having a fantastic Saturday. I am excited to dig into this bracket. I have a few things that I want to talk about before we go ahead and do that. But in the meantime, I just want to let a little bit of time go by so that I can make sure things are up and running and make sure that let me see. Yeah, make sure that things are working properly. So give me a second. I am a little tired, a little tired. Had a fun evening last night. I got a chance to get out and serve at my church. I got a chance to DJ for our young adults. That was it was a blast. It was a blast. It's funny because I'm so used to on Saturday nights, not Saturday nights, Friday nights, just kind of reclining. And I feel like my body kind of not shuts down, but it's like it's used to that rhythm of just kind of chilling out on Friday nights, playing video games with the kids, movie night, hanging out with my wife. Any of those things are norms for a Friday night. But being out amongst hundreds of folks, spending some great music is not normally what I'm doing. So I was around 8:30. I was man, I am legit tired. I'm tired. So but happy to be sitting here in the studio. I think everything is working. Everything is working. So for those of you that don't know what's going on, I have been doing a Lecrae bracket over on Twitter, and just kind of polling the fans over there, trying to figure out, okay, what's the top Lecrae song? Long story short, I went to this website that ranks any artist songs from the most popular all the way down to the least popular song, and it by Spotify straight, and I used that to create a bracket, and now we are moving from the Sweet 16 to the Elite 8, I believe. Yeah, I think we're going to the Elite 8, so, that is what we're doing, but before we do that, I got something in the mail, and I want to open it up here live on the show, so I'm not gonna do it that way because they have my address on it. You guys figuring out where a brother stays, so I got the package here. Sorry if this is loud. Actually, let me do this. Do I have any scissors? I do have scissors. So go ahead and dig into this package. Let's see what we got here. Actually, before that, I actually do want to shout out my church. Before I do that, so give me camera two. So Embassy City. I live here in the DFW area, and for the longest, I was going to a very, very large church, like 6,000 people, 4 or 5 different campuses, just a really, really, really big church. Church, it's a fantastic church, but after a while, I felt like the Lord was just kind of um, basically the only information I got is don't you just love it when God gives you a directive without a direction? Shout out to so many people in the Bible that He's done that. He'll give them a directive like, "Hey, do this," but you'll find out more as you keep walking. Um, so I feel like God kind of hit me with that. And long story short, we've been at MC now for over 2.5 years, getting super plugged in to the men's group there. Uh, they have a 7 a.m. Bible study every week. And it's dope to see a group of guys get up that early in the morning and get after the word. I find myself, I feel like I'm in a rabbit hole, but really quickly, I think that I think that everybody should have um, you should have 3 things, and I wrote it in a notebook, but I don't think I have my notebook, but essentially, you should have a little Tim, you should have a sidekick stylist, and you should have, obviously, an OG. So, that's the Lord. So, I feel like Paul had those things. So, he had a little Tim, somebody who he was pouring into. And then he also had a sidekick, Silas, who was his homie. He rode everywhere with him. He did ministry with him. I imagine that they challenged each other. So he had that sidekick, but ultimately they have the OG. He had Christ that was really guiding him where he needed to go next. He had the Holy Spirit really guiding him where he needed to go next. So that's a complete rabbit trail. I probably will do some type of talk on that sometime soon. You need a little Tim, you need a sidekick Silas, and you need an OG. You need an OG You need to be being led by the Holy Spirit. So that was a complete side note, but I feel like I'm in a stage of life where I have those things, or those things are starting to formulate around me. I'm having younger guys around me who are looking at me like, "Man, you've been in the game for a little bit. As far as the faith, you've been married for over 10 years. You have small children. You have a career. You have all these things." So people are coming to me, and then also I don't know what I'm doing. So I got people coming around me now that are. I do know what I'm doing, but I'm just making a point that like. Um, then you just have to have that sense of community, and then ultimately, I feel like my relationship with the Lord has been the best it's ever been. Really spending time in my word, really spending time in worship, really just challenging myself. Like shout out to the homie Link to call my own fouls, to really look at myself in a way to say, okay, if I did a self audit, uh, not the not the nice pretty version of me, but the actual brutal you. I'm reading a book right now with that men's Bible study. It's called The Way to Win, and they're talking about that in chapter 7. So that is a little bit of a tangent, but shout out to MC City. I love my church, and I got a chance to serve there last night and hang out with the young adults. I felt young and I felt old at the same time. So, with that being said, now let's talk about this package that I got. Again, I can't show that side because I don't want people knowing where I stay. So, I got a little packing slip, and now, oh, that's nice. Oh, that's nice. Is it big enough? I think it is big enough. It says, drum roll, please. Long live CHH. Long live CHH. So the homie, uh, the homie, K Drama. So long story short, I grew up in Cincinnati. I've known K Drama since he was selling cassette tapes when he was going to our rival high school. So I've known him for a long time. So shout out to K Drama. He started this movement a little while ago. And actually, you know what? I am going to change into this shirt. Not here on camera. I'm not gonna do that, but I am gonna change to this shirt. I'll be right back. You guys talk amongst yourself, and I'll be back. I'll give myself. All right, all right, all right, all right. We are back. We are back. So, yeah, I'm liking this shirt. Give me camera two again. Man. Give me camera two. There it goes. Long live CHH. I think my computer is a little bit higher than it needs to be. There we go. Long live CHH. So shout out to K Drama. Thank you for sending me the shirt, man. Really, really, truly do appreciate that. I need to keep rambling a little bit while I get my screen set up over here. um, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun getting into the Elite Eight. I have not looked at the results. Like I said, I was busy last night checking out. Um, I was busy last night checking out the uh, DJing at the event at my church. But anyway, I'm getting a little bit messed up here. Let me do this. Let me do this. Let me go ahead and click a few buttons. Let me go ahead and add in my screen here. And I think we will go ahead and get ready to get started. So let's just do the entire screen. Let's do that. Yep, yep. I will flip it. Let me flip this. Yes, that plays a lot better. All right, cool, cool. So we are here. We are about to dig into the Sweet 16 to get to our Elite Eight and see how things are coming. So let's take a look at the bracket here And then in the meantime, I'm also going to go ahead and hop over to Twitter, aka X, and I need to grab. So first of all, we got some pretty good engagement. Around 36 views on most of these in the 30s. So that's up from the first round. And then the second round was up from that. So let's go ahead and let's open the book. Let's open the book and take a look at. Let's see how big I can get this. All right. I know I just had it up on the screen, but I was zeroing my focus in, so I didn't cheat. So I didn't cheat. So we got "Don't Waste Your Life" beating nothing. Um, I guess I'm okay with that. Let me do one more thing. Let me do one more thing. I guess I'm okay with that. I really like nothing. I like "Don't Waste Your Life" too, but I guess I would have guessed that. Yeah, I would have guessed Waste Your Life would have won. So that makes its way over to the Elite Eight, and that will be facing. Let's go ahead and make that a little bit bigger. They'll be facing the winner of Background and I'm Turned. Now, I was kind of keeping up to speed with where we were at as it relates to this particular matchup because I really like I'm Turned. It's just a really fun Lecrae song, and it's like I feel like sometimes, um, well, it's just like there's a battle between like within some people as far as fans, not myself, but between the old Lecrae and new Lecrae. It's just like it's just different seasons. Why we gotta say okay this version was better. Like you just enjoyed that version better. But anyway, I digress. It's kind of like when people are comparing not genres, but eras within the NBA, which a lot of that's going on right now. But anyway, I digress. So I did see that background was up by quite a bit, and I didn't like it, and I was tweeting about it quite a bit. So I'm pretty sure that yeah. So background one, I'm not mad at it, but I feel like there's a lot of nostalgia. There's a lot of nostalgia around background. It was pretty much the introduction of not the introduction of Andy Mineo, but it was the first really big song he was on. So I get it, but I don't like it. I don't like it, but I get it. So we have background is going to be going up against Don't Waste Your Life. So it's a lot of nostalgia in the red bracket. A lot of nostalgia. So let's keep moving over to the yellow bracket. And speaking of nostalgia, Take Me As I Am off of Lecrae's Real Talk album up against What You Mean off of All Things Work Together. So this should be a pretty interesting matchup. Indeed. So let's go check it out and see who won. Actually, they went down to blue. So that's what we're going to do as well. So just kidding. Let's go down to the blue bracket. We have Outsiders versus Spread the Op. So Anomaly up against Church Clothes 4. So my guess is that Spread the Ops won. But Outsiders is a very, very, very good song as well. Let's go see what what we got. Spread the Ops. Spread the Ops with a pretty convincing win over Outsiders or Outsiders. Yeah. So Spread the Ops is going over to the Elite Eight. Let's go ahead and move that one on. And let's keep going. So next up, we have Tell the World versus Set Me Free. Now, I'm a big Tell the World fan because I love Molly music, and that was just a really, really, really good song. Really good song. Set Me Free. I mean, that's like a modern. I would say like a modern classic. I believe that's the one that got the Mary Mary sample on it. I think my memory is failing me at the moment. Like I said, am a little tired, so um I'm gonna guess that Till the World won. I'm gonna guess that Till the World won. Oh wow, wow, wow. Sheesh. Like that's one of my favorites. That's one of my favorites. So I'm not mad at it, but I am a little shocked at it. I'm a little shocked at it. So let's keep going. Till the World is on its way to the Elite Eight with a chance to go to the Final Four. And let's keep going. Next matchup we have is Well, actually, let's go over here and see what the next matchup is. All right, we got green. And again, I almost blew it and shared it early. So let's go back to the first green matchup. We got go hard, get back right. That is a blowout. Go hard. Like we just saw a massive win. This is probably going to be even bigger because um, people had some type of feelings about let the trap say, man. I did like Get Back Right, another just fun record, but this is one of those times where you have a fun record going up against like the like the vintage Lecrae when he was pretty much rapping theology, and that's what some of the some people really enjoyed that Lecrae. I enjoy all Lecrae's music just because I appreciate the journey. Like I'm not the same person that I was 16 years ago. I'm not the same person I was 5 years ago. I'm not the same person I was a year ago. I'm seeing a lot of progress. So I just don't like comparing the difference. But anyway, let's get on to this blowout and see just how bad it was. Oh, it wasn't as bad as I thought. So okay. I am appreciating the fact that the nostalgia didn't reign too hard. I am shocked at this one here. To tell the world that's a huge win. So go hard gets the nod over get back right. And it'll be interesting to do this with another artist. And one of the homies, somebody that I just met over on Twitter, he gave me a few artists that he thinks or he thought that I should consider doing one of these with. I think KB would be mad interesting to do a bracket like this with. Andy Mineo would be near impossible to do a bracket like this, but I still think I may actually do that. Let me know in the comment section below. Um, uh, let's hide that. Yeah, you guys let me know in the comment section below if you think that or what you think I should do next. Now this is another one where I was just like, I like Say I Want Better than Jesus Music. And I know it's like Jesus Music. I know Anike, shout out to her. I think Anike, 1K Few, and somebody else. Who else is on it? They did a remix, Jesus Music 2, that just dropped yesterday. Just dropped yesterday. So I know it's a classic and it holds a special place in my heart. But at the same time, like Say I Want, I was just talking about Andy. Like Say I Want is just like I like that song better. And I know that the polls are not going to agree with that at all. So, but let's go see how bad this is. Still, again, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. But I like Say I Want Better, but the people like Jesus Music better. But again, some of that is nostalgia. And there's nothing wrong with nostalgia. Not at all. Because you got to have that makes it makes life better when you can look back on times like that. Just as long as you're not comparing, at least in my opinion, as long as you're not comparing and saying that this one was better, this one's more saved than the other. It's just like, I just don't like that. I don't like that. So let's keep going. We are now at our yellow bracket, and let's go grab that. And we have Take Me As I Am versus What You Mean. I do know the results of this one just because somebody retweeted it like last night and I happened to see it. So I do know What You Mean one. That's what I would have chose anyway. But let's go see. I can see what the final score was. Oh, I did the wrong one. Wow, I did the wrong one, but that is a close matchup. So Hammer Time and Welcome to America. I would have chose Welcome to America. It looks like it won by one vote. Like whoever got that last vote in, you were the deciding factor. So anybody who voted on this like around 7 something on Friday, 7 something PM, you were the deciding factor. You hit the buzzer beater to make Welcome to America beat Hammer Time. So I do like that. Welcome to America. I feel like I think that's an anomaly, but it's just a fantastic song. A fantastic song. So we got What You Mean with a close victory over Take Me As I Am and Welcome to America. So let me go ahead and get those loaded. And we got Hammer Time. So what I'm going to be doing probably maybe in the next few minutes, I will be um I may save it till tomorrow or this evening. Yeah, I may post it this evening. I may post this evening the new polls. So let's just do a quick recap. We have representing the red bracket, very nostalgic. We got background up against Don't Waste Your Life. That's going to be very interesting because now you just can't lean on nostalgia. You're going to have to choose. You're going to have to choose. And I don't know which way we're going to go. Yellow bracket, we got What You Mean up against. Uh-oh, what did I do? I put Hammer Time here, and that's not the case. Welcome to America. So you're talking and trying to do something at the same time. I know y'all was probably talking to the screen telling me to stop. But anyway, there we go. So we got Welcome to America. So Welcome to America may have to go through two great songs off of All Things Work Together to get to the final four. So that's going to be interesting. Welcome to America. And then in the green bracket, we have more nostalgia. We have more nostalgia. We got Go Hard versus Jesus Music. I have no clue who's going to win that. I have no clue. Because I think for some people, that's probably going to be like, I don't know, like maybe your two favorite songs, but they're in the same bracket. So I kind of like that because they're getting knocked out. So that should be interesting. And then we have in the blue bracket, we got Spread the Ops versus Tell the World. So if you look at it, it's a lot of nostalgia. It's a lot of nostalgia in this bracket. Most of these albums are from, let's see C4. We got so early reach days. This is kind of middle of Lecrae's career, middle to late of his career. Then we got early. So it's a little bit. It's maybe 5 to 3, 5 to 3 maybe of the last 8 between kind of like the early Lecrae, like the first 4 albums or so, and then the 3 that are from kind of fairly recent. Fairly recent. I'm shocked that I think some of it just because the early matchups, like Deep End, I thought Deep End would have went further had it got a different route. But Welcome to America is just a tough one to beat. I would have thought that what's another song? Um, I just think that Restoration had some deep album cuts. I really like that project a whole lot. And I really like um Restoration. Is it Restoration? Now I'm all confused. Hold on, give me 1 second because I'm blanking on the name of one of the projects that I don't think it got much representation throughout this entire bracket. But again, this is off of stream. This is off of streaming numbers. So let me pull up my phone. My phone has been tripping. Like I went to sleep. I like keeping my mailbox at 0. And I woke up and I had over 1,000 emails. I think it just took a bunch of emails and just flooded them. Things that were being maybe blocked or held back, and it just dumped them all into my mailbox. And now my phone is just acting a little crazy. Yeah, Restoration. Yeah, I said it right. So yeah, Restoration. There's some really dope songs on there that just didn't make the list. And then also same thing for CC4. CC4 just didn't get as much representation in the bracket as well. So that's what I got. That's what I got. Thank you guys for stopping by and checking out this video. I don't think I have anything left. Anything left to say. Let me check one thing before I go ahead and possibly sign out or sign off. Let's see. Um, And sorry for the awkward silence. Um, um, well, that's it. That's it. That's all I got. That's all I got. So I appreciate you guys stopping by and checking out the video. This has been a lot of fun. And like I said, I will be posting the poll over on Twitter. Um, real soon. Let me go ahead and just put this up on the screen so you guys, if you care to follow me over there. So if you care to follow me over there, hit the QR code on the screen. You will be able to see, yeah, you'll be able to check out the poll when I drop that. Also on IG as well. Follow me over there. You can find me on both social media platforms at DJ_B_plus. And I might as well go ahead and plug my show. So I am with Holy Culture Radio. Holy Culture Radio is a 24/7 Christian hip hop radio station. It airs on Sirius XM channel 140. I am a part of the Weekend Talent. So I have a show that which airs at 6 p.m. every single Saturday. Every single Saturday. So let me go ahead and throw that up here too. So make sure you stop by today if you can. I have a very special show today. So every single at the end of every single quarter, I bring on Luke DiMarzio. He's a contributor over at Rapzilla. I bring him on the show, and he walks through the past quarter. So he'll be walking through today, January, February, and March. January, February, and March, and he will be letting you know 5 albums in each month. So you get put on to 15 albums that came out just this year if you tune into the show today. So that is going to be a lot of fun. So make sure you go ahead and stop by for that. Trying to see if I have anything else that I need to share before I go ahead and hop out of here. And I think that's all. I think that's all. I have a lot of stuff that I'm doing. So I have different Bible studies that I've done on my radio show. I have a lot of different playlists that I create over on Spotify. So if you hit this link tree here, you will have access to pretty much everything you need to have access to. So there's that. There's that. And I would just say it just because you have not, because you ask not. If you feel led to bless the platform, there's a lot that I do want to do as well. And hey, you just have not because you ask not. I'm not gonna lock any doors like like Pastor Marvin said. But I do believe that every once in a while you should just at least extend the invitation for to bless somebody. So in that case, I ask you guys to bless me. So anyway, this has been a lot of fun. I am gonna go ahead and sign off here and get ready to get back to the family. So appreciate you guys, love you guys, and until next time, peace in, confusion out.